Hello YouTube, ZeroMagnumX here. I figured I haven't done much on the channel since college has started, so I decided to record the hero deck featured in the Kitmits Takeover. I don't have everything fusion-wise for it and even some of the main deck, but it's a work in progress. I know everyone's doing the Chaos thing right now, especially since the big guy, Black Luster Soldier, is back. This is something a little bit different of a flavor, and I hope you guys enjoy. Keep in mind I have 2 proxies in the deck, and then I was also proxying the fusions in the video to test it out. It's surprisingly well built as far as getting your strategy when you need it, and here's the one deck that can do it quickly enough. But without further ado, here we are. Okay, 1 Stratos, standard I hope, 3 Alias, okay. To the proxies 3 Ocean, because for some reason no one has this guy, so I am lacking 2 Elemental Hero Ocean. A guy that I think is still good, Wildheart. He's unaffected by trap cards, so if you aren't aware of who he is, he might have been something that Hero B could have used last format. With all the traps and back rows going around, he just kind of says no to that. 1 Woodsman. I know it seems kind of different, but the reason he's in here is because of Terra Firma. If I get it off, it gives me another hero target. That'll probably be changed later, but for what I have right now, that works. My tech here, 3 Evocator Chevaliers, especially with Nova Master in the game, he's a lot more viable now. Okay, 2 Warrior Ladies, because she's full of awesome sauce. And just gets rid of big problems, Stardust, Thought Roller, things that have to swing. And you're confident attacking that Stardust right into the DD Warrior Lady. And then 1 Gores, because heroes need it. I won't lie, he wins games. Okay, spell cards. Basically, triple reinforcements of the army. 3 E-calls is too much. I found 2 to be just right, along with the reinforcements, especially Stratos to search out basically everything. 2 Super Polys, because this deck is going to be ridiculous with the fusion toolbox it has. 2 Miracles, 3's too much because of Vision Heroes, and 1 Poly because of Vision Heroes. If your guys last long enough and they're in the field, you can use Poly and then fuse them on the field. And that actually happens kind of often. If you don't have Poly, just succeed summon them. Okay, the back row hate, and yes, there's a lot of it. Heavy Storm 3 MST. 3 Spark for even more back row hate or monster hate or whatever you need. Get to your fusion plays 2 easier. Fusion. Duh, it's heroes. 1 Book of Moon. This book's still good in every format it's played in. Okay, trap cards 2 Bottomless. Those will be replaced with warnings probably. If you have them, replace it with warning, obviously. It's just a summon stopper for the deck. 2 Compulse to bounce synchros and other nonsense back, and they're chainable. 1 Judgment, because it's Judgment. And 1 Mirror Force. Fusion deck, not that big right now. So be impressed with the 3 fusion monsters I actually own. It needs Absolute Zero. Oh, I do have Elemental Hero Gaia now, but I forgot to put it in here since I got the tin. So I do have 2 Gaia, so those will be going in. It needs 2 Shining, which I don't own. I hope that Shining comes out in the Tin Wave 2 reprints. Actually, also I need to get Great Tornado when that comes out. Among other things, the deck runs interestingly. I mean, it beat Dragoonides in the new format, which I know Dragoonides aren't a huge threat, but they can be that surprise deck that can be consistent and kill you out of nowhere, among other things. So they can play the Synchro Spam route, or they can play the I'm going to play the stun game and kill all your cards. So for heroes to beat Dragoonides, the deck did pretty well. And other techs I consider for the fusion deck, if you're thinking about a deck similar to this build, I would probably definitely run 2-3 Shining, especially with Blackluster Soldier handing out all over the place. So you super poly him away, and your threat's gone. Probably 1 or 2 Gaia. Gaia's not such a big deal. Probably definitely run 2 of him, of Nova Master, because that's helpful from my test plays on Dueling Network, which I can't get on right now. Trinity's optional. He's in there for adoration right now. He's really cool when you can get him off, but he's not Miracle Fusion usable. That's a big drawback on the Vision Heroes, because sadly Miracle Fusion says Elemental Hero. These guys are Vision Heroes. It kind of sucks. I definitely run 2 Absolute Zeros, if not 3. I would also consider running that Draco Knight Esquisse guy. So fuse their dragon away and you use a deck full of warriors. You'd be in great shape there. I would also use an Xyz toolbox with this deck, as well as a Fusion toolbox. Definitely great tornadoes when they hit. If we ever get the Dark Hero, definitely 2 of him, because of all the dark monsters running around. You can just fuse their guys away and with Super Poly, and it's at that point when you probably want to run 3 Super Poly, so your Fusion toolbox is just amazing that way. Thoughts on the deck? I don't run heroes. Just saying, it's the first time I've made them, and that I've wanted to make them because of all the interesting new support coming out. I like the Super Poly toolbox, but that's the biggest trick this deck has outside of Gemini Spark. If you're looking for something for bigger plays and more massive moves, this isn't the deck to go with. This is more of a stun type build with the toolbox. I like stun decks, so this deck's okay. Would I take it to a tournament? Only if the Dark Fusion were out, and only at its fullest ability. And you have to really watch what goes in your extra deck. And side decking for this might be a little difficult, because heroes are straight. This kind of hero build is straight up level 4 monster. Play your level 4 monster, swing with it, do whatever you need. Gemini Spark, Super Poly, Miracle Fuse into bigger beaters. It's kind of a beat down stun deck. So if you're looking for something that can get around that, or is not just that simple, I'd probably go with another deck type, but this deck type doesn't run too bad. I'm not sure how it'll do in the format, but all I can say is give it a try if you really want to. Like I said, it's kind of a one-trick pony, or will be whenever Super Poly comes up, but it's going to be a powerful move. And I hope you guys like this profile. There's another deck profile I watched recently called Chaos Zero, I believe it is. They use divas and stuff, and that gave me a very interesting idea to take the heroes to a different level. And whenever I get this stuff, if I get this stuff, I might be building that, and I'll let you guys see it. If not, this is the basic hero build, if you guys like it. And that's really all. I'm sorry for not updating or being around and posting weekly videos. So I hope this gave you something to chew on. It's a simple deck video, a little bit of an explanation. Like I said, college is college. I get busy. This should be my final semester, so it's generally the easiest and most difficult at the same time. So I'm really busy, and I apologize to my subscribers for lack of videos, and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if in the comment section down below the magic boxes what you guys want to see for deck profiles, like, or even if you want to hear my thoughts, or whatever else, like what do you think of Light Sworns, or what do you think of this deck, how that'll do. Let me know, and I'll give you guys answers. You can do Q&A, whatever you want. PM it to me. If I get enough, I'll make a video. If not, well, then you guys don't want to hear me talk, and that's understandable. So I hope you enjoy the idea behind this deck, and I hope it's not too different compared to what you're normally used to seeing on YouTube. And if you have any suggestions for the deck, and don't say Duality, I know Duality is a good card. I want this to be a fast deck. I don't want it to be something that I can't fuse in a turn if I need to. So it generally thins out with Stratos and 2 E-Calls and the reinforcements of the army enough as it is in 3 Gemini Sparks. It's pretty fast on its own. So I have my playsets of dualities, but they're in another deck I'm working on to see how it does. Like I said, let me know what you guys want to see in deck videos, and I will try to make them. Since duality's out and I have other cards, I can make different versions. See how you might ask how I might make them, and whatever else, you know. I'm open to opening my channel up a little bit for you guys. Since I am getting close to 700 subscribers, I figured with 700 people, you know, you guys want to see different things and not just listen to the same old stuff. I will be continuing my Soaring to the Top Black Wings, but I haven't been using the Black Wings a whole lot lately for 2 reasons. Reason 1, my fiance is starting to make them and use them, and reason number 2 is because I haven't really been... I've been testing out so many different decks lately. I didn't really want to use the Black Wings a whole ton. They do what they do, and they're in a format where they're technically better, and I am going to argue and people until I'm blue in the face that Black Wings exist in a heavy storm format, because that's just how it goes. You have Gale, you have Shora, you have different outs. So that is enough of me ranting on. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile video and the rant and all that and explanation, and I hope you guys can give me feedback, ideas, what kind of decks you may want to see if I have the access. Don't ask for Lightsworn or Twilight. I have nothing for it aside from I think like an Arcus and Solar Recharge and Charge of the Light Brigade, and 3 Raikou that are in another deck somewhere, unless I traded them, but I'm pretty sure I still have them. Anywho, so outside of that, I have nothing, so please do not ask for that. I cannot make Lightsworns. But other simplistic decks that are like Heroes, Chaos decks, etc., I can make those if you guys want to see profiles and try them out. So let me know, and ZeroMagnumX out. Peace, YouTube.